Hey all, this is Stephanie with Energy Aligns. I'm an intuitive energy reader, and this is my Thursday Tarot Insight. I pick one Tarot card to highlight and harness the collective energy. So let's get right into it for the reading for October 15th through 23rd. We have the Emperor, the Four, and the Major Arcana of the Tarot. Grounded knowing, grounded wisdom, grounded power that is stabilized from not only the body, but a clear knowing and internal awareness. Okay, we're pulling a Major Arcana card now. We've been pulling a lot of the Minor Arcana cards, which is kind of like the nitty gritty of what we're doing in the cycle. And the Major is showing us a bit more about where we are as a collective in the bigger picture, the bigger phase that we're in for a while. This is a perfect card for now. I'm really excited for this card. You see the Aries in this card, like we saw it last week. The Aries was being grounded last week in Taurus, in the physical. And here we see Aries, which represents our internal fire and power. And in this card, the Emperor, it's really grounded down into not only the physical, but in spiritual realms, grounded down into the physical body and the clear knowing that each of us is our own guide, is our own ruler, so to say, is able to see above and beyond into greater perspectives and bigger perspectives shown here by the eagle. This card is really about grounded awareness. And what that means is as a collective, we're moving into the phase where we have grounded awareness or access to it. And what this really means is we can be in other realms, be in our spiritual realm, be in a spiritual realm, be in the unseen parts that exist. We can dream for real. We can have dreams while we're awake. We can work in these in-between spaces. We can work with energy. We can work with all the senses that are more psychic or clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient, etc. We can commune with God in our churches and temples, and we can also pray and meditate in our own homes. And we can do all of these things and more in order to have a connection with what is in the unseen realms and what is being asked here and what is being shown here and what has been asked of us as a collective and what we're moving more into in a more natural way is this awareness of being grounded into our bodies, into the physical, grounding all of that. And that's what the Emperor is showing, is our stability to drop into the deeper awareness that lives within us and around us in the unseen realms. These places and spaces that have no names yet, these places and spaces that are hard to describe with words, that actually cannot be described with words. These places and spaces are becoming more real to us as a collective now, and it's a difficult transition now into this phase of the Emperor because we have been so used to understanding, seeing, knowing, figuring it with kind of just our body, our physical, and there are multiple layers and points and portals, so to say, and doors and layers and vibrations that live within each and every one of us that will open us up to more realities, to more possibilities, to beyond our thinking, to beyond our feeling with our physical senses only. And the Emperor says, we still do live in these bodies, yes, and we will start to open up our awareness within these bodies, and the ripple effect of that will vibrate in a different way, and our realities will change. So how do we tap into this energy as individuals? It's really important that we tap into this Emperor energy, each and every one of us, by coming down and in our bodies as best we can, coming so close to ourselves. It's best if we can stay close to ourselves, as best if we can stay internal, as best we can have like our gaze not too far out, as best as we can, spending time quietly closing our eyes, as best as we can, spending time looking at what's closest to us, looking at what is important to us, looking at our closer realities, really seeing the strength in that. It's almost a little bit like going backwards in time before our world, our physical realities got so expansive with the internet and with media. And now we're being asked to kind of rein it in a little bit. Can you rein your attention in a little bit? Can you rein in a little bit in order to narrow your focus just a little bit so you can start to hone in on your internal self? And this is super important because we are responsible for our bodies and we're responsible for our awareness as individuals within the collective. And we take that responsibility seriously. And when we hone our senses, we see what is valuable to us and we still care for what's closest to us. So just like the eagle in this card, as you can see on the Emperor's legs, here we have the ability to broaden and widen our perspective, to see the entire world, to see all the nooks and crannies, to see it all from above. Yet the power of this Emperor is still to be able to sit in stillness with that knowing, with that perspective, and still hone our awareness down to a pinpoint dot of our heart space or our breath space or our physical body space, to go inside and drop down and in, as opposed to that grand sweeping perspective that we're all looking through right now because the world has gotten so small because of media. We can see everything all at once. And the real question here is, are you looking at everything? Do you really think that? So a practice of grounding, like 5 minutes of meditation a day, is doable. And I encourage each and every one of you to do that. And if you need help, please visit my website. I have many guided meditations on there. And if you're really lost and just don't know where to start or how to start, you start by closing your eyes and putting your hand or hands on your heart and slowing your breathing down. And breathing into your heart space, breathing into your hands, breathing into your body for 5 minutes. And just put a 5-minute timer on and see how you feel when you do this. And don't allow your mind to tell you that you do not have time for this. I know you do. I run around like that too. I have a busy life with kids and work and all the things. And this just happened to me the other day. I was about to rush out in the morning, and I said, you know what? I'm going to sit down for 5 minutes and slowly breathe. And if I have 5 minutes, you have 5 minutes. So everybody, it's not easy out there right now. And I'm wishing everybody lots of love and deep awareness. And I will see you all next Thursday.